closer to a new year and fresh new beginnings. Another reason to keep looking forward because objects in the mirror are losing. Look back, reflect, but don't step back. As stepping back only can mean that we haven't learned from our years of experience. What's behind is losing anyway. Look to the future and better days ahead. Remember what we didn't like about the years past and continue bettering our present and future. Do not allow our past to bring us back as it is behind us and losing. Look at the life experiences as a class of do's and don'ts. Better days are ahead, so keep up the stride and don't fall behind. Don't question the impression that went through our minds. Just leave the past behind, as this is the time to refresh our minds. Forward we move because objects behind are bound to lose. A new day, a new beginning. It's our race. Why shouldn't we be winning? Destinies are manifested. Candles are lit. Every step taken should always be deliberate. Nothing is hard, just a greater challenge. A test to be passed. Goals set by necessity. Keep in mind you can accomplish anything. Pessimism, optimism, enthusiasm, magnetism. All emotions behind the thoughts of success. Advertently or inadvertently. Direct or indirect. Explicit or implicit. It all depended on how we choose to see it. Embrace it. Place it. Do we choose to win it or lose it? Do we live fact or fiction? Or do we want smooth or friction? Do we let life live its course or pursue our mission? Do we live reality or life of fallacy and fantasies? When we look back, you'll say, was that really me? Lessons are to be learned and mistakes not repeated. Anything that stresses you, just tell it to beat it. Nothing is hard, just a greater challenge. Stepping back isn't an option. Happiness lies in our eyes before us, not behind us. Destinies is our future, not our past. Life and living life is like living in a class. Do we pass or fail? Do we live truth or tell? Do we read with our eyes or close them and try to read Braille? Do we want to feel the soothing rain or the pounding of hell? Nothing is hard, just a greater challenge. It all depends on how we decide to manage. The only challenge is keeping the objects in the mirror that are losing behind us and not let them come before us. Write our own histories and not let them be written for us. Forward we move because objects behind us are bound to lose. Keep the past in sight, it's not to be forgotten. Just remember, you're not stopping. Forward we move because objects behind us are bound to lose. Forward we move because objects behind us are bound to lose. Forward we move because objects behind us are bound to lose. This word was written by Awi Perkins and spoken today by Wayne Cook from Wayne World News. Thank you for listening. And always tune into positive information. Wayne World News, ha ha!